Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Advancement Center and to the world of magic and miracles and to music for all. Wow, it's another misty day here in Santa Barbara. And I'm actually really happy about it because somehow that was the photo that turned up for the invitation for today. It's a very misty day in the forest with the deer. And for any of you that have read The Magic of Life, that mist in which Simeon first appeared to Suzanne was so powerful for me that whenever there's a mist, that's where I go. So I've been really enjoying this. We've been having an unusual amount of this kind of weather for Santa Barbara. I've been here for over 6 years now, and I've never seen this much of this misty weather, but it's magical. And one of the beautiful things about it here versus experiencing this in the San Francisco Bay Area where I came from is when it's like this there, it's really cold. Here it's lovely. It's cool, but it's fresh. And it's quiet. And I even had a young girl that I was speaking to the other day. We were talking about the weather. And she said, "Yeah, I went for a hike and those crows really want to be known." So, okay, I hear you, crows. So she said she went for a hike, and I could feel that she was getting ready to say, like, you couldn't see the view, things like that. But instead, she went to this place of, she said it was like we were walking in a cloud. And what I felt at that moment was, here was someone, this beautiful, young, fresh girl. I've just met her recently. She started working with us. And she's having this magical experience of walking in the trees, in the mist. So it's expanding. Excuse me. The magic is still expanding. It's coming to people from so many different directions and in so many different ways. And that's just a small example. My ongoing interactions where I drive a Rolls Royce for hotel guests continues to be magical. For me especially, I think it's magic for everyone, but my experience is that for the first time since being here on planet Earth, maybe when I was a young girl, that wasn't true, because when you're young, there's no restrictions, there's no limitations. You're just being yourself, and you have no awareness of what that means. But as you get older and you have this self-awareness, and with that has come judgment and all of these strange things. But for the first time, or once again, or it's new for me, my experience, I'll try to describe it. I'm actually being allowed, maybe by myself, but I'm being allowed, I've been given permission to be myself, to do what it is I came here to be and do. And the joy it brings me is beyond. And it's simply having interactions, and I find myself multiple times, I think I've said this before, but it still kind of boggles my mind a bit. That's because it's my mind, but multiple times a day, finding myself in the right place at the right time to assist someone in something is just so satisfying and so rewarding for me. And it may seem small. It may seem small to a lot of humans, but it's big. It's really big for me. And it continues and it grows. And just that interaction, talking about someone sharing with me, it felt like she was walking in a cloud. I just got the biggest smile on my face because it's so much more. There's so much that's happening. And I'm so aware of all of it. And another aspect of this misty weather just keeps coming to me is that we have a lot of the assistants, the galactic assistants, the beings that don't reside here on Earth like we do, that have always been around to help. I feel like this unusual amount of cloud cover is maybe due to them, but is due to the fact that they're here. I don't know if you just heard that. I just heard a big bird's wings behind. That sounded very close. Wow. So I speak of it and things happen. So I'm acknowledging all of our friends everywhere in all forms. And my appreciation for the support of all beings that are supporting us here on planet Earth right now. The amount of activity that's going on, both here on the planet and elsewhere, but especially here, there's a lot of activity. And where I happen to be stationed right now at this brand new upcoming 5-star hotel here, a lot of the movement that's happening, I know is happening right beside me, right on the other side of a wall or doors. And it's really exciting. There's just the excitement of movement, and the details aren't important to me. It's the feeling of the movement, the thing that changes here, and things are changing. And my excitement is beyond. And I get to share it with people. Occasionally I'll get in conversation with someone about the change that's happening or coming. And there was a woman and her daughter who just couldn't wait to get back in the car with me again after I picked them up from a restaurant because they wanted to hear more. But I don't give a lot of details. I just share my knowing of the bigger picture, and more than that, the good news that what's coming is exciting. And I share my excitement with them, and I think it gets them excited too, and their minds kick in and want to know more, and it's fine. It's kind of perfect what I do because there's so much time, and then I get them back to the hotel, and then I go on to the next person. Or so it's really perfect, and I'm really having fun. And I know that everyone listening, everyone watching today is having their own experiences. And I just want to celebrate more than ever how fantastic it is as we all continue to step forward into our own world of magic and miracles. And the brilliance that's there for everybody, and the impact that it has when you step into your world of magic and miracles, the impact that it has, not just on everyone around you, definitely on everyone around you, but beyond. It's massive. And I want to give a special shout out to Mickey, because you're getting up on stage and singing and sharing that video with us was so incredible. I can't even tell you. It was so incredible. You're coming out, we are all stepping into ourselves. And yet when you see those you love, our family, as each and every one of us continues to step out, but out as in, but yet into your true self, your true being. Like all the armor is falling off, it's falling away. And these beautiful beings are coming out. And it's phenomenal. It's just so exciting. So I just want to say I celebrate you and all of you as everyone continues this beautiful movement forward, despite these little things that creep in and want to present themselves as an obstacle. Or you just keep moving through it. And the more I can stay relaxed in those moments, the more I can feel the trust. I find what I do shifts to fit whatever's needed in the moment. Because sometimes you can be stuck in a habit or stuck in a way of doing things, or even in a way of seeing things. So sometimes this change and the change of direction and apparent obstacles are actually serving you, serving us to break through something else that's standing in the way of our total freedom, that's standing in the way of us doing what we came here to do. So nothing is ever as it seems. So there's a very big energy that just came in. I had to pause for a moment. I couldn't speak. It was so big. And once again, I'm seeing this energy. I'm feeling this energy. It's like this fountain. It's so powerful, but it's like water. When it's released as a fountain, it just goes up. It goes out into the air and becomes little particles of mist, and the light dances on the particles, and it doesn't hurt anything because it's gentle. So it's a big explosion of energy, and yet it's gentle. There's always this gentleness. which is our true nature. And it's the true nature that we're coming back to right now. So there's a lot of activity and a lot of movement. It's kind of like if you disturb an ant's nest and all of a sudden there's all this activity. I'm feeling that happening here, where there's systems, there's structures that have been here. There's things that don't belong but became almost set, like you would think as solid as something like concrete. And yet what's happening right now is shaking everything up, and all those old structures and systems and beings and everything that doesn't belong here, that can't exist in the world of magic and miracles, are being shaken loose. So that's part of what's really interesting to me at this time, is feeling that happening. And it's more a sense of, wow, this is going to be interesting to watch, because a lot is going to be changing. It is changing. So from the perspective of this one, thank you for joining me and us here at the Advancement Center today. Again, it's a very different day. We have a hawk crying in the background. He's flying above somewhere in the clouds. And I just want to leave you with the beautiful feelings and the beautiful energies that we're all connecting with right now. All of us connecting with our origin, and our fields touching each other's fields. And those it's like little sparks of excitement and energy that come with that. The beautiful interactions. So let's celebrate to another magnificent day of this beautiful life that really is just beginning here. It's just beginning. Everything is new. It's going to continue to be new and fresh. So have an absolutely beautiful, amazing day until we see you again. And once again, I want to wish you all a perfect life, perfect health, and an awesomely magic future. Thank you.